Breath awareness is central to most meditation techniques. In some traditions, the breath becomes the central object of focus for the meditation, and in others, breath awareness is simply used as the beginning of practice to become grounded and centered before entering into meditation. Either way, breathing is a vital aspect of meditation. Breathing is more crucial to life than eating or drinking. We can survive for weeks without food and for days without water, but only a few minutes without breath. Surprisingly, though it isn't something we generally think or talk too much about, perhaps because it happens so naturally and instinctively, and because it requires no conscious effort. However, because the act of breathing sits directly at the interface between our voluntary and autonomic nervous systems, it's a powerful way for us to use our bodies to communicate very quickly with our brains. Breathing is where body and mind intersect, and it's also something we can consciously and easily manipulate. We can speed it up, hold it, or slow it down. Or we can do these things. And when we do these things, we experience direct physical, mental, and emotional effects. The autonomic nervous system oversees bodily functions over which we don't have conscious awareness of or control of, such as digestion and temperature regulation. The voluntary nervous system, on the other hand, relates to the aspects of physiology that are under our conscious control, such as using our muscles to move our arms and legs. The importance of breathing correctly has long been overlooked by Western science, but most other health traditions have always emphasized it. Ayurveda is India's traditional system of medicine and healing, and pranayama is a type of yogic breath awareness and regulation. It is a Sanskrit term meaning extension and channeling of life force. So calm breathing exercises in this chapter will teach you how to activate your parasympathetic nervous system. Parasympathetic nervous system, the wing of the greater autonomic nervous system with the important job of promoting rest, repair, and relaxation throughout the body, is something that we're going to be talking a lot about. When the parasympathetic nervous system is activated, your overall oxygen consumption, heart rate, and blood pressure all decrease. One way to activate your parasympathetic nervous system is through deep breathing. Long, slow, even exhalations stimulate the vagus nerve. Vagus means wandering in Latin, which literally wanders from the brainstem all the way down through the neck and into the abdomen. While the vagus nerve is usually referred to in the singular, there's actually one nerve on each side of the body. It connects nearly every major organ, including the tongue, heart, lungs, and intestines. And when it's stimulated by a big, full, and complete exhalation, it triggers the release of cortisol and endorphins in the brain and generally helps you chill out. This combination of an alert but relaxed mind, brain, and body takes us into the experience of flow, primes us for peak performance in all of our daily tasks, and quite simply prepares us to be the best and most beautiful we can be. It's also a powerful tool for calling both mind and body into meditation. A key concept, of course, is patience. Patience is an attitude that can really help you with mindfulness and meditation, and it's also a skill you'll develop as you practice. Patience reflects an understanding and acceptance that things must unfold in their own time. Although in this era of efficiency, fast food, and instant communication, it's hardly a quality that Western culture promotes. What does impatience look like? It can manifest as a feeling of irritation, agitation, disappointment, and frustration. You might also notice it as a thought that pops into your mind, such as "this is taking too long" or "when will this finish?" Keep an eye out for thoughts like these as you watch your breath, and let them ebb and flow. Try to accept that both your breath and your sense of impatience will unfold in their own time. Being mindful of impatience in this way doesn't eradicate it, but it does help us respond to it skillfully when it occurs. The presence of impatience invites us to choose to act in a way that's more consistent with bringing greater calm, clarity, presence, patience into our lives. So we're going to practice basic breathing. This basic breathing technique is officially known as diaphragmatic breathing, but you can think of it simply as a calming breath. It's the most common method psychologists use to effectively treat stress, anxiety, and insomnia. Many people find that it becomes their go-to technique for lowering stress levels and preparing mind and body for meditation. Diaphragmatic breathing, also known as abdominal, belly, or deep breathing, promotes respiratory effectiveness. It's accomplished by contracting and expanding the diaphragm, a muscle located between the chest cavity and the stomach cavity. During this type of breathing, the belly expands as it enters the lungs. So, this technique can be practiced while sitting, lying on your back, or even while standing. Your eyes may be either open or closed, whichever feels right to you. Take a moment to loosen and soften your body, especially the shoulders, upper chest, and jaws. Bring your awareness to each of these parts of the body. Then, relax any tenseness or tightness you find there. Imagine your breath softening any knots or tight areas. Bring awareness to your breath and focus on breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now, begin to lengthen your breath to a 6-second cycle. That is, breathe in for 3 seconds and out for 3. Rest one hand on your belly and the other on your chest. As you inhale through your nose, let your waist and stomach expand outward. The hand on the abdomen should rise. In contrast, the hand on your chest should hardly move at all. As you exhale slowly through your mouth, the abdomen should move downward or flatten as it naturally contracts. In contrast, the hand on your chest should hardly move at all. We can repeat this a few times or as many times as you wish. When you are finished, relax both arms, relax your body, and breathe naturally for a few moments before opening your eyes if they were closed. Something to remember is that our body needs oxygen to survive, but that's especially true for your brain. Although the brain comprises only about 2% of your total body weight, it receives 15 to 20% of your blood supply. So by breathing fully, completely, and correctly, you'll promote optimum blood oxygenation, which in turn contributes to a well-fed, fully awake brain. Aim to practice this technique 3 to 5 minutes at least once a day or twice a day, preferably twice a day. But if you can only fit in one, that is perfect.